What's going on, miners? Chump Change XD here. Hope you're all staying healthy, having a great day. Today we're going to be taking the RTX A2000 without a fan shroud, as you can see right there, and we're going to be putting it up against another RTX A2000 or several of them inside the OCTOMINER, and we're going to see if this thing can actually maintain temperatures without that little blower style fan. So if you guys are into that, let's do it. Today I received all my OCTOMINERs. I have 5 X12s here. Real quick, just before we get started, I got all the rest of the parts that I needed for the solar setup, which I'm pretty pumped about. Everything except for like the panel to plug things into once you get power from the solar system, but I could set up everything and just have it ready for the panel. So stay tuned for that. I just don't have time to dive into it right now. Let's open this thing up. I want to see how it looks, and I am praying that there's no dents. It actually looks pretty mint. I am totally shocked. UPS usually handles these things like total crap, but all the corners are fine. I mean, the OCTOMINERs really are well packaged. I mean, they do a great job on their end. It's really the carrier that throws them around. So yeah, I mean, this one looks fantastic. So now, next step, we need to get down into the crypto mining studio. I need to get this thing opened up, and let's get some A2000s in here. All right, so there's the A2000s and the A4000 right here. They're all cooking memory-wise because now HIVEOS allows us to see that. They're all like 100. It's awful. So again, what I'm gonna do is take the A2000. I wanna take one of the shrouds off of the GPU, like this part right here that has the fan, so it's just the PCB. And then I'm gonna take another one, and we're going to stick them side by side inside the OCTOMINER, and we'll just see what happens. I want to see if the temperatures are like very different. I already flashed HIVEOS right there on that, so we shouldn't have any issues loading this thing up. All right, so this is the box it comes with, and these are all the 6 pins. It's like a whole carriage setup that basically just plugs in there and spreads out right here. If you guys haven't seen a full X12 setup, go check out my video. I'll leave a link above. Hold on, just wait a second. I forgot. I don't even need this thing, and I just took like 5 minutes plugging all those things in. I forgot the A2000s don't even have a 6-pin on the card. It's just straight powered by the riser. God damn it. All right, I need to unplug that again. All right, so I just unplugged all that, and I forgot I have to go grab one of those 2032 batteries or whatever they are for the motherboard, so I'm gonna go grab that. Give me just a second. Well, it's a good thing I'm not CPU mining anymore, because I don't have any extras, so we'll just steal that. Okay, now I gotta plug this thing in first actually before we put the GPUs in, because they actually say you're supposed to test this unit prior to putting GPUs in here just to make sure everything works, and I forgot, so let's do that. All right, I switched spots with the A2000 rig. All right, Ethernet's now plugged in, so I want to just see if this boots up into HIVEOS. Let's do it. Just so you know, when you're starting up an OCTOMINER for the first time, I noticed it actually turns on and turns off all by itself like at least 4 or 5 times every time I had one. Strange, but that's what happens. All right, so the A2000 rig is up and everything cleared, so we can shut this off now. Okay, OCTOMINER's off. I already removed 2 of the A2000s. Now I just need to strip one of them down. All right, so this is what the inside of an A2000 looks like. It just has a heat sink right there on the GPU die. This is the shroud. It's held on by 6 screws. The fan is actually built into it. Yeah, let's get this thing installed into the OCTOMINER. What I'm gonna do is put this one in first to make sure it registers. This is hysterical. Look how small this thing is in here. As you can see right here, it's doing 41.65 mega hash. Things working fine. 68 watts in the software. 48 degrees on the PCB or memory, whatever. The fan is at 100 and it shows the fan is working. All right, so now I wonder if having the fan unplugged from here will actually identify it inside HIVEOS. So the only thing that sucks is you can't put the front placeholder on because it actually goes through the shroud unless you get like a small nut to put through this hole and hold it on. All right, there are the A2000s. Let's put the lid on and see what happens. It does distinguish that it has no fan, which is cool. It's literally 0.01 lower than the one with the fan. But look at this. That fan alone takes 2 watts in the software. So I'm actually saving 2 watts by ripping the shrouds off of the A2000. So I'm gonna crank the memory on both of these and I wanna see what happens. All right, so it's been, as you can see, 20 minutes or so, a little more than 20 minutes. I've been messing with the clock, so this is what I came up with. We have 43.72 on the one, just a PCB, but it's 64 degrees. The one with the actual shroud is 50 degrees at 42.9. So these are the clocks I came up with, 1050 on the core and 3700 on the memory. But yeah, so the one without the shroud can handle a higher mega hash, and I think it's because of the fan, and I'll explain in a little bit. Sorry, I just want to interrupt the video real quick because I didn't actually explain this, and I realized it when I was in the middle of editing. So when it comes to this fan using 2 watts, these GPUs are limited to 70 watts. So with that being said, it can accept more memory because it allows the GPU to use the power towards something else when it's not utilizing those 2 watts for the fan. At least that's what was in my brain after watching Panda's video the other day with that mod that guy did for him. So I don't know, let me know what you guys think, but back to the video. All right, she's empty. Only the A4000's left, and these are all in here. So like I said, I'm gonna turn this all on now, and I want to see if that card acts any different. So let's get back into HIVEOS and see what she's doing. All right, so I just shut off the OCTOMINER. As you can see, this thing's been running for over an hour at this point. All right, so obviously the PCB one is right here where the fan isn't registering, and you can see it's at 43.47 at 62 degrees. Now, this could just be a better Silicon Lottery card, because if you look at this one right here, 43, and this one right here, 43. So what I want to do right now is I'm going to guess second one from the right is going to be that one right there. I'm going to take the shroud off of that and see if those 2 PCBs work the same. All right, there she is, the second one. Now I hope I was right in guessing that this was the other one that had the 43. All right, let's get back into Hive. All right, so clearly I didn't get the right one, or things just shifted for whatever reason, but look at that one right there, 71 degrees. So that placement in the OCTOMINER, it doesn't like it. Look at the memory temperature. So I honestly don't think that this configuration with the PCB off is any help to this setup. I don't know, what do you guys think? If I block this off, would that help? Because then it would be forcing the air out the only openings it has to go out. This bar that goes across that's supposed to hold the bigger GPUs down, let's do that. I want to see if that makes a difference now. That'd be kind of interesting, because now it's kind of forced to go out here and not through the opening there. All right, so here's a screenshot I took for you guys. This is the actual next day. It's been 15 hours, this thing up and mining. As you can see, the 2 cards in the middle right here are 67 degrees, and they have 42.5 mega hash, exactly the same as all the other ones. The only thing that's happening is the memory is suffering and the core temperature is also suffering. What do you guys think? I know it kind of stinks. I was really hoping for better results inside the OCTOMINER with just the, heatsink on the PCB, but I just don't think that the fans are strong enough in the OCTOMINER, and I don't say that in a negative way because they work perfectly fine in most applications. I just think that these cards are so small, it's hard for that big of a fan to direct a high power of air past this actual unit, which is why the little blower style is the way it is on these cards. So I'm also going to be trying the copper shims on this thing from the Cool My GPU website. I want to see if those work, so I'll be trying that in a near upcoming video, so subscribe and stay tuned for that. But also I would like to kind of give this a shot in the 5000 CFM fan from the video yesterday. Do you guys think that's a good idea? Just throw one in there and see what happens, or maybe even my A4000. See if that works. I don't know, let me know if you guys would like to see that down in the comments below. I think it'd be pretty interesting to see if that actually worked. But until next time, guys, if you appreciated this content, go down here, hit this like button, don't forget to subscribe, and if you haven't seen this video or this video, please go check them out, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.